Hello and welcome into my kitchen, and today we're going to make, what we're going to make? Well, it's a nice hot day, so I thought we'd make some nice hot bread. So it's quite easy to make, and remember, all I'm going to use is organic ingredients, no crap, no chemicals, just the real thing. So what you're going to need, so we had 2 knobs of butter, or 2 ounces of, roughly about 2 ounces of butter. Put that in the milk there. While the milk's kind of cooking, and stir the sugar in to let it melt. The yeast is over here and it's starting to bubble away, so we can put that in later. So let that bubble for a bit. Remember to add a little bit of sugar to your yeast to get it going, and so mix that all up nice and easy. While that's doing there, we'll lower the heat. We're going to get some flour. So where's my flour? Here it is. So you get some flour, and you want 5 cups of unbleached organic flour. Exactly 5 cups now into your bowl there, your base. Just stick it in. It doesn't have to be exact. Just kind of get the feel for it, you know. Right, you put your flour in there. When that's kind of melted, that's melted now, we can start to prepare it. Now you're supposed to put honey in here, but I didn't have any, so I put 2 tablespoonfuls of organic brown sugar in. So when that's melted, we put that into there to make the dough. I almost forgot it, but you also need a tablespoonful of sea salt to add that to it. Having done that, and then mix it all in. Now there we go, look, coming along nice. Nicely melted. This is the fun part, this is where you're going to enjoy it. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to get your yeast. You see it's starting to rise there? It's getting foamy. After a few minutes it's rising. We're going to add that into the mixture in a minute. So let it rise a little bit more. This is the fun bit. What we're going to do, make some dough now. So what we do is you pour your milk on. You're supposed to do it gradually, but I'll cheat a little bit. Add it to there and then mix it in. Okay, you're going to mix that all in there thoroughly, and what we're going to make a nice consistency. Now we're going to add the yeast now because it's really arisen, you see. Arisen, rise. So you pour that over the top of your bread like that. Look, all over there. So get it all in there. So that'll help the bread rise, you see. So get it all in there. Don't be frightened of it. It's a bit like Quaker mass, isn't it? The blob. So we're going to then mix that in. Now if I put my hands in there now, it's going to be pretty hot because of the milk that I put in. So I'll let that cool off for a bit, and I'm going to knead it together with my hands, put a bit of flour on it, and knead it till we get the dough. Leave it under here now for an hour. There we go, let that, the reason why, you've got to let it rise, you see. You've got to let the bread kind of breathe, and as it gets bigger and rises with the yeast, then we'll come back to it in about an hour. So it's 20 past 12 now, so about 20 past 1. Come in here and give it a good slapping. Welcome back to Terry's cooking hour. Wow. We've been waiting a good hour now. Look at the time, there we go. The time is now 5 to 1, I think. And, well, let's look at the pastry. Well, the dough, you uncover it, you see, there we go. You can see that it's risen. So what we do with that now, we get our board, like that you see. We put some flour on there, and we get the little bowl, and all we got to do is just tip it straight out onto there like that. There we go. And then we repeat the process. We give it a good kneading, and then we put it back in the bowl for another hour. Flour on there. The old flour, and give it a good another good kneading for an hour. We get the dough out of there, put it back in, and then shape it into a loaf like that. You see, we've got another one here, so we'll shape that into just a normal loaf. Okay, and then what you do then, when you've got your loaves done like that, you see, you coat it with some egg or some milk on top, bung it in the oven, like we're going to do now, and then wait about 30 minutes, and you have got the oldest recipe in the world. You have got homemade bread, and you're going to love it. Right, so what we do, we put it straight in the oven and put the temperature up to about 380, something like that. They've been out here for about 30 minutes, so it's ready now to reveal the food. So let's have a look. How's it doing? Oh yes, very nice. Very nice. Look at that, look. Homemade bread, look. Eh? That's the real McCoy, man. The real McCoy. You don't want to eat this Roman rubbish. You've got to eat the real thing. So when you're at home and it's a hot day, like 90 degrees outside, and you can't breathe, get yourself your flour out, your butter and your sugar, and make yourself a nice loaf of bread. You can't beat it. You can taste it. There you have it. Easy to make bread. There we go. Final product. Nice bit of butter on it. Couldn't beat it. Let's have a try. Old organic bread. There you go. Homemade. Give it the old taste test. Mmm.